Hello rugby fans, I'm Dallen Stanford and this is Raptors Weekly. In this episode, we'll bring you highlights from round 7, hear the coach's thoughts on the match, keep time in Dallen Explains, check out the best try and biggest hit, then we'll look ahead to Friday night's home game. Let's start with Austin, hosting Utah in Round Rock, Texas.
Great hands, finds Uhila. That one's picked off though. And now there comes the race. Then they go all the way. Faze and Donahue. I don't think they're going to pull in Faze and Donahue. And just like that, the elite take it 90 metres. It's coast to coast for Austin here. The opening try on the board. Turn to the turf safely though. Crossfield they go. Wide. Lauti. One-on-one. Watch the footwork. Lauti in away. Can he get down to the corner? Had a second effort there. The question is, was it legal and has he got the grounding? He's got up very confident though, Kit. We have timeout. Let's listen in to Adam Leal and his conversation.
Is there any reason why I can't award the try? I was unsided. Okay, try's good then.
It's Nichols to his right. Lenihan. It's wide to Inyao. He's going to score. He'll bring it around under the post for an easier conversion, and the pressure too much for the elite. The Warriors, they get their second of the match. Watch for the push here from the elite. 5 out from the line. The back, Vandenberg picks up under pressure, spins from one, Vandenberg still going, Vandenberg reaches to the line, Pedro Vandenberg, turn back the clock, it's 2001 all over again. The Springbok, he gets the try, and it smiles all around for the elite. Goes to his left, picks up the front row there in shade.
Excuse me, rather Roland Sevilla, my apologies. Number 13 as opposed to 12 on the bench. Andrew out there.
That is him with the ball right now. Back inside to Pudik. What a start for the fullback. There's his double. Ilan Pudik, he can do it all. And the elite, they strike first in the second half.
Tackle now, release.
His homework on these conditions is his home field. He knows it better. And speaking of home field advantage, that man loves it too. As Hamasays gets his first run. Now with Walsh. Back inside, Mitchell. Lets Mitchell go. Oh, Walsh has fooled everyone, me included. The mousetrap. He took the cheese. He scores the try. It's Nichols. Who's right? Lenihan inside. Falmasili right through again. What an impact the replacement winger has had here tonight. He's brought down by the bootlaces, just short.
Back foot on the line.
And the elite under all sorts of pressure here. Nichols, Tamalau charges, Tamalau needs a grounding. Tamalau gets the grounding. Well, there it is. A little pop culture inspires the fly half. He splits the post. As David Bowie and Freddie Mercury said, a little under pressure. Never heard anyone. Guillermin looking to get his queen on right here. Flags are up. Pop culture rules the day in Austin, Texas. Yet again for the French fly half. Another 3 points. Warriors continue to go forward. Uhila with the offload. They go quick again, very close to the line here. A quick try, there it is. Over they go, right next to the post. It's been quite the second half, off the boot for the fly half. Another 3 points, 41-24.
No, it's just contact, normal contact.
It's 14.
Watch these, Scotty.
Lauti still on his feet. How do you get out of there, Lauti? Not a Lauti, still going. Support from Falmasili on the inside. And Falmasili, he's had a great effort since he's got on the field. He gets the reward. 5 points for the Warriors. Wait for the whistle of Adam Leal. And there it is, full time, 41-33.
On Saturday, the Sabercats took on the league-leading Seawolves.
And I think that all of that experience is going to come off into decisions like this.
And conversion is successful. It's 3 points to 0.
Let's see how many points it's got in it.
And no mistakes in front from Staller, right through the middle. It's 6 points to 0 at the halftime break. Mack at the back. Finds Holder inside Tiberio. What a set play. Beautiful stuff from the Seawolves, and Tiberio, he's been threatening all night. He gets the try.
Set.
Not much change. Pretty stagnant. Assumption off the back. Spills it forward. And you just have to wonder if the conditions are affecting them. Phil Mack, oh, too easy for the veteran Mack on the turnover ball. And that's a heartbreaker for the Sabercats, who go from having their own scrum to giving up 5 points. On the door here.
Just leave it.
Great control by Windsor there, Dan. I love seeing that aggression.
Again, the Sabercats looking to keep tight. Value to the right, they go that way. And they're in. The Sabercats finally on the board. You hear the referee saying it's full time. Seattle, they don't want to throw it out. They're going to get more tries. They know not only bonus points, but point differential, as I say that. Peter Tiberio, he says, no, Dan, I've had an absolute enough of this game. Over the sideline, that's the full-time whistle. 20 points to 7.
On Sunday afternoon, the Raptors returned to action with a clash against Nola Gold, and it was the visitors who set the tone right from the get-go, scoring 3 tries in the first 20 minutes.
Glendale knocking on the door 3 minutes in. 1 meter out, Davies. Reassess pick and jam, nearly dotted down, no reach. Glendale still knocking on the door. Davies picks it up. Maggie, inside run, tackle by Eloff, ball is right there, and then dotted down, and the try is good for Glendale. 3.5 minutes into this contest.
It's going to put a real challenge on the depth of both Glendale and San Diego.
Maggie, wide. Cruze dots it down, and well done out of the scrum to quickly get to the touchline, and Glendale is on the board. It's 12-0. Gold, so far so good. And withstanding that, sliding to the left.
Advantage, incorrect entry.
And an advantage being played, as you hear from Chris Osmus. This driving into the try zone, and there it is. And the try is good. The third try, and now 19-0, Glendale Raptors.
Nola scored their first in the 28th minute.
It's going to be a chase. Howden with the chance here. And the bounce goes to Nola Gold, and they dot it down. Nicely done on the grubber by Taylor Howden, the captain, as Nola gets on the board.
Glendale continues scoring tries in the second 40.
You can see all the Nola forwards are just a little bit too flat. Very difficult for them to be able to play.
Intercepted, and Will McGee on his horse will dot this one down for 5 points. And another interception, but this time it goes the distance as Glendale tacks on another 5.
Gave them a little bit of space and slowed down the Glendale attack.
Crowd gets into it a bit here. Now they go wide. The keeper, and then the offload, and dotted down. Glendale gets another 5.
Nola notched their second in the 67th minute.
Now it goes wide. Inside and dotted down for the try. Cameron Troxler. Second try of the match for Nola Gold, and this crowd has something to cheer about.
Glendale finished off the big win with 2 more 5-pointers.
And look at Sam Fig go. Sam Fig inside the 22. Howden trying to chase him down. Tackles him, but he knocks it down for the try. And the exclamation point is in for the Glendale Raptors, up 38-10.
Someone who's so exciting. He can play in the centers, he can play fullback, and he can play on the wing. And I thought he's had a really excellent game.
Campbell, the grubber into this area. Still alive, has it, and dots it down. What a play by Bryce Campbell.
Let's listen to the referee and see what he says.
Touch? No. Try. Yes.
And it is a try for Bryce Campbell. The grubber down the sideline gets the perfect bounce back to himself. And 45-10 is the score for Glendale. And McGee has made all but one his conversions. Oh, drill you beauty. Team USA, that might be your guy, and that'll do it.
Thanks.
47-10 the final. The Glendale Raptors come all the way down to New Orleans and take care of business.
For his stellar performance on Sunday, Will McGee earned top honors in New Orleans.
Will McGee is on headset down on the field. Will, first tell us, what was it like playing in this kind of humidity and heat?
Yeah, it's slightly different to the altitude of Denver, but we knew it was going to be tough playing below sea level instead of quite far above sea level. But the boys and the medical staff really helped us hydrate, and ice bags at half-time, change of shirts, stuff like that, so it really helped us on the field.
You obviously had a really dominating win here. How does it feel to be able to, as you're about to leave the team, put them in a position where playoffs are pretty secure and you're going to be gone for 3 weeks off with the US Eagles? So how does it feel to finish it today?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, that was the aim, 5 from 5 before we lose, well, hopefully lose a few boys if selected. but we've got some great guys coming through to fill those spots, so we know this team's just going to be as strong, and those boys that are stepping up, we have a next man up mentality, and they're going to take the opportunity and hopefully keep up this winning streak.
Your film's been good. I think some of the kicks, you should send those to the Team USA guys, right?
Hopefully they're watching it, but no. Yeah.
Well, thanks, Will. We appreciate it. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
7 weeks into Major League Rugby's first campaign, Seattle leads the way with 25 points, followed by Glendale in second on 24, despite having played one fewer game. In third is Austin on 17, Utah in fourth with 15, followed by NOLA, San Diego, and Houston. Earlier this week, we had a chance to catch up with Raptors coach Dave Williams for a chat about the win in Louisiana.
All right, Coach, 47-10 at NOLA Gold on Sunday. The Raptors now 5-0 on the year. Coming off a couple of bye weeks and dealing with some tough conditions, heat, humidity, a Louisiana summer day. How did you get your team ready to go and play that match?
I think the boys had a week off to start with, so we had like 3 weeks of prep really. So they had a week off, get away from me, I need to get away from them. And then we had a really hard physical week, just getting ready for the rest of the season. So they really responded well to that. And then this last week before this NOLA game, just working on our shape, really go back to basics with our catch pass skills that we can really, as much as you want to work on it in a game prep week, you get much more time when you obviously haven't got that game on the weekend. So we did really well with that, and I thought the guys really responded well. And it was really hot and humid, obviously. Coming from up here, it's pretty dry. Going down there, it's like a swamp. We coughed the ball up too much, but we just went over our film session just there, and we do create a lot of opportunities. And now it's just up to us whether we can really execute on those opportunities we create. And that's a big work on for us now going into the Houston game this Friday night.
Yeah, you guys jumped out to an early lead in that match, 19-0 in the first 20 minutes. What were you happy with? And you touched on it a little bit right there, but what still needs work before Houston?
I mean, we identified a few key defensive flaws that we thought that NOLA had, and we definitely did that in our first few phases. We made some great line breaks. We just weren't able to really manipulate those. So I thought we left like 3 or 4 tries out there. But honestly, we scored a point a minute in the first 20 minutes. Then it kind of went a little bit awry a little bit, but then we got back into our shape and scoring 47 points, and only letting them concede like 2 tries, and one was a lucky try. We were happy with that and get out of there with no injuries. So we're very happy overall. Lads are doing well, and we're back on the workhorse this weekend as well.
All right, thanks, Coach.
We also had the opportunity to hear about the victory from the players' perspective.
Here with Raptors prop Blake Rogers, 47-10 on the road at NOLA Gold last Sunday. Blake, you guys had a few weeks off. How did it feel to get back into action, to get that big win on the road?
It felt good. I think after 3 weeks off, everybody's kind of looking for that itch to get back in the game. So I think we're ready to come down there and answer good to a good team. It was hot. It was miserable. It's not the conditions you absolutely hope for, but sometimes those are the games you live for and you want to compete in. And so coming away with a win there was great. We did exactly what we wanted to do. We came down there. We executed, not to the standard we wanted to be, but just a little more than we needed to be for a win, so it worked out.
Well, the Raptors now 5-0 on the year. The Houston Sabercats coming in on Friday night. What's the confidence level of this team going into this match, and what do you guys have to do to get a win?
I think we're all coming in hot. We have a lot of depth on our team, so we're not really concerned with that. Physicality is something our coach always preaches. Davey loves that, and I think we as players, we like to stick with that. So as long as we come answer, just because they're on the bottom of the table doesn't mean that they're out of the running yet. So they're going to try to knock us off the table. So if we can keep it into them and just win with that physicality and dominance, I think we'll be all right.
Blake, thank you so much. Best of luck Friday night.
Thank you.
In Dallen Explains this week, we focus on timekeeping. Notice in the following clip that 80 minutes is up, but the teams restart with a scrum and continue playing.
Crouch to 80 minutes, and so he'll be talking to the players about how much time is left.
And it was for exactly this reason that even with a clock at nearly 83 minutes, Bryce Campbell was able to score a fantastic individual try.
Campbell, the grubber into this area, still alive, has it, and dots it down!
So not only is the referee the sole judge of fact and law during a game, but also keeps the official time, regardless of what the stadium or broadcast clocks may display. The hit of the week comes from the Houston versus Seattle match, where 2 forwards collided while trying to collect a kick.
11 on 11, it's Vithi and Tiberio.
Great defensive game there. Well done, Seattle.
Let it come, he's fine.
Just like that, the Sabercats find themselves back on their own, 22 now under pressure. Murphy finds Windsor, comes open side. Truval on the chase. Oh, big contact between Truval and Tolitahu. And both players on the ground.
Fortunately, Matt Truval and Vili Tolutua were both okay and continued the match.
There it is there. Big contact from Truval.
The Raptors' try of the week was a phenomenal effort by the aforementioned Bryce Campbell at the very end of the victory over Nola Gold.
And no support, so he loses the ball. Cruze.
What a talent Cruze is in this game. You can just see as a 19-year-old, he's going to be someone who's so exciting. He can play in the centers, he can play fullback, and he can play on the wing. And I thought he's had a really excellent game.
Campbell, the grubber into this area. Still alive, has it and dots it down. What a play by Bryce Campbell.
Let's listen to the referee and see what he says.
Touch? No. Try. Yes.
And it is a try for Bryce Campbell. The grubber down the sideline gets the perfect bounce back to himself. And 45-10 is the score for Glendale.
Bryce Campbell really putting the cherry on the top. Those are the sort of tries that you score that you remember for a long time. He looks up, he gets the ball here.
In a way, it's good you're getting punished for your mistakes.
By the inside
rugby,
backs. Right? He gets the ball, he looks up, players are coming across. So the player is coming across to make the tackle. He puts the ball on the foot, follows it up, and just gets the bounce. Great play.
Do you want to find out everything you possibly can about your favorite ruggers? If their answer is yes, then start by checking out @Glendale Raptors on Twitter and Instagram. Then go to our Facebook page and YouTube channel @Glendale Raptors Rugby. The Raptors return home to Glendale this week and will face off against Houston at Infinity Park on Friday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Coach Dave Williams spoke about the prospect of trying to tame the Sabercats in Week 8.
All right, Coach, the Houston Sabercats coming in on Friday night at 7 o'clock here at Infinity Park. They come in at the bottom of the table in the MLR standings. What do you expect out of the Sabercats?
I mean, they've got a good team. And if you look at their names, they got across the board. Sam Windsor playing at 10. He's a good player, got a great kicking game. So expect them, especially at this altitude, to him to use his kicking boot, his right foot a little bit more. They got some big boys up front. They obviously play a very tight set piece game, and that's what their coach, Justin Fitzpatrick, that's what he kind of prides himself on. So we're obviously looking to expect that physicality from Houston, and we obviously aim to match it and to exceed it and to play our style and play our pattern. So obviously they have to come to altitude. It's a Friday night. We've got a short turnaround, but the boys are ready to rock and roll on Friday night.
Yeah, and this match is going to be a big-time test of your depth. You have a number of your USA Eagles that are away at training camp. How are you going to counter their absence?
I mean, it just shows what depth we'll have, and that'll be evident on Friday night. We always knew it was going to happen. It wasn't like, it all of a sudden came around this week. We knew the Eagles were playing here in Denver Saturday, so we knew we had a game on Friday night, and it's just it's a case of our depth now to come to the fore and take their opportunity. We've got 3 games now when the Eagles are away, so now that depth really has to come to the fore, and we're lucky that we've got the depth in this club that we can still prosper, and we fully expect to do that.
All right, Coach, good luck.
Thanks a lot.
If you're in Colorado on Friday, come out early to experience everything the Fan Zone has to offer, then enjoy a fantastic evening of rugby. To get your seats now, go to GlendaleRaptors.com/tickets. And if you can't make it out to Glendale, then be sure to watch the match on AT&T Sportsnet or ESPN+. Thanks for watching Raptors Weekly. We'll see you next time with highlights aplenty from RugbyTown USA.